Infinity Train. I loved this show when I first watched it over a year ago already. So many things have happened since then. For one, can't really watch the show now without buying it on Prime, Apple, or Google because it has been dropped from Warner's. They have written it off completely. They're just waiting for those contracts to go up. For second, after the contracts are up, they're disappearing probably completely, forever. I wanted to take this time to talk about the shorts that came out on YouTube shortly after season 1 titled One-One's Infinity Train Documentaries. It came to my attention when one of the viewers on the Infinity Train video told me about it, so of course I had to check it out, and let's just have some great alleviation from the weird stress that is all of these streaming services dropping cartoons and talk about these documentaries. This miniseries was interesting but boring. From what I saw, there are 10 episodes and they take place shortly after book 1, and it's just One-One making videos to play the passengers when they take them in unwillingly, which I'm just thinking about now is kidnapping, even though it is for good reasons. One-One's just going to different train cars and showing the audience and potential passengers how they work and how the differences between them will help you grow into a better person. Is this better than the series? No, obviously not, but it gave the viewers something in between seasons and acted as a nice transition between seasons 1 and 2. And we got to see more of the cars in this world, which now makes me think that the cars we saw in book 4 aren't that different from the cars we see in the rest of the books, if we count this as canon at least, because these cars are very cartoonish as well. There were things like the hill car where there's a talking hill, a cross-eyed duck's car which is filled with a bunch of cross-eyed ducks, and a wedding cake car where the entire room is just a wedding cake for some reason. Not to say that they all were goofy, we got a kaiju car which was really cool to me but had a goofy talking building in it, and we got a minecart car, which is really hard to say, where it seemed like an endless minecart with dangerous things at every turn. There are a few things that popped out in this series that I don't think we got answers to, but maybe it's because it's supposed to be super freaking obvious. There are a few openings in some of these cars where it's oddly shaped like some weird figures coming through them, and even one of the doors were smashed through, but One-One paid it no mind. It was like some ominous figure that's not Amelia because it takes place after book 1 in this world, but I think I found the answer. You see, these holes have horns, and Alan Dracula has horns. Therefore, I think it's Alan Dracula. But it also makes another question rise up. If it's supposed to be Alan Dracula and he's not originally from the car that Lake and Jesse found him in, then what is he and which car is Alan Dracula originally from? And shouldn't One-One know where the shape was from since it's from Alan Dracula? Or is the deer from a car that Amelia made when she was in control? But overall, this is a fine miniseries, nothing really to look for unless you really like the One-One dynamic and comedy and want to hear more of it, then this series would be perfect for you, because that's the majority of the series. Heck, that's all of the series, honestly speaking. But yeah, I liked it. What are your opinions on the One-One Infinity Train documentaries? Let me know in the comments down below, like, comment, subscribe, and hey, check out some other videos on the channel. I'd like for you to do that. And with that being said, I'll see each and every one of you around next time. Okay, goodbye.